100 minus 83 equals 17, right? 17 plus 83 equals 100. What does that even mean? Like and subscribe to the channel. Let me tell you, we're talking about squat every day. I just did day 83 and I was tired. I was sofa, like a couch king, tired, right? So I didn't do much. I did what I could. Day 83, I'm gonna get some rest, right? No, I'm not done with it. As my day off. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna recover, and I'm still gonna do day 84 tonight. Day 5, 6. I'm going to day 100. Now, let me tell you my theory of what's going to happen after day 100. Because why do I say theory? I thought you was more sure about it, Repping Time. I know, I am. I've done this before. I know what's to come. I'm just guessing on how much benefit is going to be. I'm trying to give a prediction. Because at the end of the day, this is all a guess anyways. Everybody that say things so sure-footed are guessing. Now you have educated guessing, which people like me and whoever else who have experience hands-on, they've been doing this. They've been up through the ups and downs and springs and pains that come with the game for years and decades, whatever, compared to people who don't even lift. They got the right to guess too, but there's a difference between a flat-out guess and an educated guess from experience, right? So I know this works. Why do I know this works? Day one, I was only squatting 185. It's not that I ain't had a strength to do double that. Heaviest I squatted in these 83 days was like 315, 320. Lightweight compared to what I should be doing. Not complaining, I'm explaining. I have the strength to do way more than that. What happened? I squat all the way down. I don't do half squats. I can easily put 600 pounds on my back and squat 1 inch like everybody else does. No, a squat is like this. You can't see me. Why? Because I was reaching depth. I was squatting all the way down, right? People that squat wrong or rush their squat, they're asking for injury. So, baby steps. I started over. Now I'm getting to a certain point. 100 days, is 100 days actually necessary for me to do this squat, bringing my squat back thing? Yes and no. These last 17 days, are they going to benefit me as much as these 83 days have benefited me? Physically, strength-wise, muscle-wise, I would say no. Mentally, confidence-wise, I would say yes. Breathing, bracing, getting comfortable in the squat, things like that, I would say yes. Especially after the 100 days are over, I'm going to take a break from the gym for about, I don't know if it's going to be a week, but at least 3 or 4 days. You know what I'm saying? At least 3 or 4 days to a week. And I will be documenting what I'm going to be doing on my days off, right? So, 83 days I've done already. What's the difference between me doing that and me squatting once a week? Once a week is not repetitive enough. 7 days a week for 3 months plus might be too repetitive for most people. Might even be too much for me, but I'm going to do it. You know why? Because I like to set the bar high. There's a difference between people who get great results and people who get mediocre results, and also people who get no results. Not dissing, I'm just explaining. I'm not telling nobody to do this, all right? It isn't for everybody. If you're a day one A1 beginner, it might not be for you. I didn't invent this. By the way, a lot of people, this is their first time hearing about it. And no, it's been going on. The people that you, this is something that's been going on for decades, all right? And it's just like, for me, it's a trial thing. I've done it before. It worked before. Worked wonders. So let me get to what I was saying was going to happen afterwards, right? After that rest and recovery, after I'm recovered, everything that I've done within these 100 days is a struggle to do the same weight as I did the heavier weights, 315, whatever, which ain't heavy, but at the same time, it's hard to do it after 83 days. I get that recovery. It's like hitting a reset button on your Sega Genesis. Starts over. Not start over from that easy weight, that the lightweight from day one. No. All of that is locked in. So my top sets are going to become part of my warm-up. Same thing I done with the deadlift. Same thing I done with the bench press. Maybe a different motive a little bit, but I had to make myself squat. Because my decade and a little over a decade of lifting, I've had a love-hate relationship with squat. I get decently good at it, and then all of a sudden I quit, or I start slacking off with a squat. I love the deadlift, I love the bench press. Even when I stopped bench pressing, I love the deadlift. Okay, when I wasn't bench pressing, deadlifting, or squatting with barbells, I was doing dumbbell bench presses. A lot of people that are beginners, they see people that's been in there for decades. And they come up with a narrative that somebody who is above me in this weightlifting thing must be perfect. No, we're human. Anybody tell you different than what I'm saying, they're lying, big time. They're lying. I don't care how good they are, whatever. If they're natty or not, we're not even gonna get into that. We already done it. We done beat that horse into the ground. I'm not saying I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm just saying as of right now, this video ain't titled them, it ain't named them, it ain't in the tags, in the description, none of that, right? Hashtags, none of that. So, you gotta focus on self, all right? This is a you versus you thing, right? So, when you watch videos, in my opinion, when I started learning about lifting, and this might sound like I'm dissing dudes, but I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm not saying no names. When I started watching videos about lifting and took a passion on this lifting thing, I was only watching people who was teaching me said thing and showing me said thing. I literally showed 83 days of me squatting. I showed the ups, the downs. It was probably more downs than up, but if you compare day 1 to day 70 something, the one where I say I'm back in my 3s, and compare them, oh my gosh, bro. It says whoever listening, watching, learning, it's a 9-day difference, all right? So I'm showing the progress. Same thing I did with my weight loss videos. Same thing I did with my bringing my bench press back video. Same thing I did with my how to deadlift videos. Same thing I did with my cooking meals videos. I'm showing what I do. Even though my videos is not even about fitness, it's sprinkled in there somewhere. I take my kids to the zoo. You know, somewhere in there, I'm gonna focus on having family time. But I'm gonna see something that I want to film real quick. Bam. And then I want to talk about how we're burning calories as we're walking through the zoo. Or the aquarium. We went to the Atlanta Aquarium not too long ago. Biggest aquarium in the world. We went to there. We went there. Whatever. Everything burns calories. I tell people that all the time. When you grocery shop, when you clean your house, when you're working at your job, especially if you're doing something physical, you're moving all day, you're moving. Everything burns calories. Some things burns more calories than others. See, I be teaching stuff like that. Simple stuff sounds simple when you hear it, but you also got to remember, before you heard it, did you adhere it? Or did you know it before you heard it? Oh, it sounds simple when you're like, oh, I already knew that. But I'm teaching you step by step how to apply it. There's a difference between knowing it and applying it. So when I come up with a plan for myself, I try to see it through the best way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get to day 100. I don't care if my legs, I can't feel them and I got to use these. If I got to use these, I'm going to squat. I don't care if I can only squat 100 or less pounds that day. Hey, it probably would be. Hey, the way it's feeling right now, man, shoot. Doms are kicking my butt. But it's cool though. It's cool though. Mentally, it's making me stronger. I get that rest, that physical rest, that mental rest. I don't know how much mental rest is gonna be if I take a week off the gym. I'm going to have to force myself out of the gym. I don't have to force myself into the gym. I'm not. Oh, I gotta go to the gym. No. There's days I feel like that, but I'm just saying like it's like a discipline. It's willpower, discipline, motivation, and all that. But once you get past that, it becomes like you don't even need motivation or discipline to go. It's just regular. It's like routine. It's like taking a shower. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even think about taking a shower before you go to work. You take a shower before you go to work. You know what I'm saying? Get in your car. You put in your seatbelt. You probably automatically done that. It's just like that. It's like clockwork. It's part of your daily routine. You know what I'm saying? When you get to the point where you're working out more, it's 365 days in a year, right? 365 days in a year, right? When you're working out more than half of that, or 3/4 of that, 2/3 of that, or whatever, you don't even gotta think about it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Having a perfect plan doesn't even matter as much no more. Oh, that's another thing. I want to go on a perfect plan. I thought you said it didn't matter. I don't know why I said that. It don't. It don't, but it do. It do, but it don't. All right. I want to get into powerlifting, and I want to. I am going to get into powerlifting. I don't know exactly when. All right. I want to get my numbers up. I want to win, or I want to do good, or of course I know a lot of people saying this, and it just started anyways, and I get that. That do make sense, and that is a good idea. But every good idea ain't for everybody. All right. I can't just go with everybody's good idea. Because then what about mine? You know what I'm saying? I never understood that, man. If you let people give you ideas and you do everybody's idea, you're probably going to fail. Because you will never get good at something if you're trying to get good at everything. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody's idea is puppeteering you, Geppetto and Pinocchio and all that, you lose yourself listening to everybody. I tell people all the time, when I tell people advice, usually I'm telling people what I'm doing. You can adhere to whatever, you can do whatever you want to do. Talk to your doctor, talk to somebody, ask the questions, da. But I do know what I'm doing. Because a lot of people got personal trainers and coaches. And I've achieved way more than your personal trainer and coaches. On paper, somebody might have achieved this and that and the third, but compare the physique, compare the strength, compare the daddy status, compare the pound for pound. Not bragging, I'm just saying I know what I'm doing. That's all I'm saying. I said that before I said that, because a lot of people take what I just said and run with it and make up all kind of. No, I just said. Yeah, man. That's all I gotta say, really. Oh no. What do I expect my squat to go to? All right, mid to late threes after that week of recovery, and I'm gonna work my way into my fours. I'm gonna lock my fours in. My squat is gonna be on the front burner. I'm gonna be squatting at least 3 times a week, every week. Sometimes going lighter for reps, and sometimes going heavier. Sometimes just working on technique, like powerlifters do. They work on technique, form, speed, whatever. They usually put their main lift that they're trying to put up at least 3 times a week. A lot of people don't believe in bench pressing more than once a week. You only bench press on Mondays, and you wonder why your bench press is so low. You only deadlift on 1 day a week. Or your lower back hurt because you're deadlifting. Most likely it ain't because I'm off of your deadlifting. That might be a factor, but the biggest factor is your form might be way worse than you think it is. I had to learn that. And nobody's form is perfect, and 2 good forms, even people with 2 good forms, top powerlifters in the world, they're not going to look exactly the same. All right? So what you think textbook form is? A lot of people think textbook form for a deadlift is like a squat from the ground, and it's not. Deadlift and squat, they're not the same thing. You can relate them in different ways, especially if you do low bar squat and conventional deadlift. But at the same time, they're not the same. Or even if you do sumo deadlift, upright and over high bar squat and sumo deadlift can be related. But at the same time, they're not the same thing. A deadlift is a hinge. A lot of people don't understand that. They don't know how to hinge. They don't understand none of this stuff because they don't try to learn. I told you. I teach in my videos how to deadlift, how to do this. Hit me up in the comments. Oh, I got a lot of those videos coming too, man. My how-to videos coming back. But I already got how-to videos. So I just tell people that's how I type in Rapid Time Fitness how-to. Go through my old videos. Show them videos some love. Also show these 2 videos some love right here. My top 10 misconceptions about weight loss to see what you might be doing wrong. Also my New Year's playlist. It's not New Year's. Same advice. It don't gotta be New Year's. New Year's is not a magical day. Stop waiting. Comment, like, subscribe, share, holler up with your boy, Rapid Time Fitness. Peace. Watch out for the wolves too in the fitness industry. They selling you stuff.